Let's just talk about love, let's just talk about life, and never regret later thing. Let's just
Welcome to Let's Just Do D. My name is D. It's super amazing to have you guys back in my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. Hope you watched the last episode and hope you commented. Okay, so last episode I promised that in this new episode I was going to do some question and answer session, and that is what we're gonna get right into. If you have questions for us, you can actually send a mail to letsjustd@gmail.com. It will be displayed on the screen. Let's get right into it. So the first question I have today is, I caught my fiance cheating on me some months to our wedding, but he said he is sorry and promised to change. Can I go ahead with the marriage plans? So help me understand, what marriage plans are you talking about? You caught your fiance, not your boyfriend, your fiance, someone you're about to get married to, cheating on you, and you're trying to find out if you should go ahead with the marriage plans. Okay, so I have questions for you. Are you satisfied with his cheating habit? Because he is sorry you caught him. He is sorry you found out that, that person when they catch, now they apologize. That person when they catch, now they do very, very sorry. So you caught him and he is sorry, and then that is when he can realize that he can promise that he will change. So the question is, in marriage, if you eventually get married to this person, are you going to accept his cheating habit if he does not change? Are you going to be okay with him cheating on you? Are you going to be okay that he can share his body with different ladies and you wouldn't mind? So we ladies, I don't know. I think there are so many teachings in the time past that should have taught us enough lessons by now. A man will never change for you. He can only choose to change by himself, for himself. Like go tell himself, say, I don't do, I don't try, he don't do. He don't reach make I stop this thing. He don't reach make I stop to drink. He don't reach make I stop to smoke. He don't reach make I stop to womanize. Now he go tell himself, say, he don't do. It is never gonna change because you said so, or because you made him promise to do that, or because he promised just to make the matter go, or he promised because he doesn't just want to lose you, or because he promised because he got caught. He needs to understand that he is only going to change for himself when he has decided that yes, it is time for me to stop. So that's what I'm asking you, that if it doesn't stop in marriage, are you going to continue with it? Are you going to accept it and live with it forever and ever? Some people did this same thing. Some ladies got into marriage even when they found out that they got married to a womanizer, to someone who cheats with pleasure, and 3 months down the line, a month down the line, they already regret the decision they took to have gotten married to that person. So why would you choose to live a life of regret if it doesn't change? Why would you choose to live a life of unhappiness, of sadness, pain, and all of that? Especially when you know this is a red flag you cannot stand. So why would you choose to put yourself and your children in such a position that isn't peaceful and safe for you guys? So the best thing to do is think the other way around. What if it doesn't change? Would I still live peacefully with him? Would I become a friend to a gynecologist who is going to be treating me for STDs rather every week? Would I become someone who, in my conscious mind, while having sex with my husband, I'm thinking, well, he just left with someone today, didn't he? Or this. Don't put yourself in something you cannot handle. Don't start what you cannot finish. Marriage is not one week contract. It is forever, like the rest of your life, like the rest of your entire life on earth. So don't start what you can't finish. That is my own to cover advice for you. The second question here. My guy is verbally abusive all the time, but he meets all my needs. Things are not easy on my end, and I solely depend on him for everything. I am a student, and I am tired of being abused verbally, but I don't know how to live and how I would survive without him. What can I do? Hmm. Hmm. What I see you've done is you have made him a god over your life. You've made him realize that without him you can't do anything, you can't live, you can't survive. You made him realize that he's both your father, your mother, your God, your everything. And he has taken this opportunity to misbehave, to do the way he likes, to mishandle you, to disrespect you, to disregard you, and in the name. And then the funniest part is people like this do it in a manner as in a manner to show that they love you. That is what love is. That love is correcting you when you're wrong. Love is abusing you when you're wrong. Love is still providing your need. Like somebody giving you injury and still being the same person to cure it. That is how it is. So you need to get out of such a relationship. It is like this now for relationship. Why you come before marriage? It never starts to raise hand. No worry, when you enter, you will come to raise your hand. Because that's what's gonna happen. If he's already verbally abusing you in a relationship, he has not even gotten you married yet. What's gonna happen if you guys get married? What's he gonna do? He's gonna do much worse because it means he has been given the license to, be the crown over your life, be the God over your life, finally and permanently. So the best thing for you to do is to run, japa, disappear. And never you think that you can't survive without anybody. This person is not God. He is not your God. You have two hands, you have two legs, you have wisdom, you are whole, you are healthy, you are okay. My dear, go find something to do. People make money in school. I know people. Why the dogs I know people say, Minka, what did I do when I was in school? I sold chicken and chips. I packaged chicken and chips twice every week and I sell to students in school. I was a student myself, but I never lacked money because I was giving something for exchange of money. I know someone in my class then who sold Okika clothes. She sells jeans during jeans week. She sells stuff during, seasonal occasions in school. And she was making her money. In fact, my class was like a market. We had someone in class who sold sweets, biscuits, biro, book. If you are in a lecture hall already and you need something like sweets to keep yourself busy, maybe this one lecture is quite boring. She will draw sweets for you, may you leak, may you pay her money. That's giving something for exchange of money, for value. So you can't keep believing that because I'm a student, I can't do anything, I can't earn money, all my life depends on this person. Even though I'm not cool with the way they're abusing me, I just got manager because say now they meet on my needs. Girl, you get up, better wake up. Better wake up, have sense, grow up, and realize that your life is in your hands and no one else's. He's not a god. The moment he starts realizing that you've gotten your self-esteem back, you can do it on your own with God by your side, my dear, trust me, you will be fine. You will be very fine. Very, very fine. So how you take collect money for your hand before Abi? Collect money. Start up something for yourself. Something that you know will solve a problem around you in school. Something you know students will look out for to buy. Do something like that and start earning little for yourself. Stop depending on anybody to give you all that you need. And trust me, in no time, you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see the result of it. You will gain your respect back. You'll gain your self-respect, your self-esteem back. You will be able to stand up for yourself against any single guy or anybody who feels like he's a god over your life. Then you realize that indeed you need nobody to survive. The third question here. She doesn't know how to cook, and I'm wondering if marrying her is a good choice. My family mustn't find out that I'm marrying someone who doesn't know her way in the kitchen. What can I do to resolve this because I love her? You know how to cook, you yourself, you sabi cook. I feel like times have changed in a way where men now cook and find nothing wrong with it. Am I saying that she not knowing how to cook should be, covered or should be taken as, you know, as one of those things that happens in life? No, I'm not trying to defend her. I'm not trying to do anything of sort. But what I feel is, if she's teachable, teach her how to cook, or pay someone to teach her how to cook. Let her go to a culinary school, go to someone, a friend, mama put, someone who can actually teach her how to prepare the dishes you both like. So she should learn how to cook if she's teachable. So if she can learn how to cook within a month or 2 months, and she'll be good at doing certain things in the kitchen. And of course, if you know how to cook too, you can support the family, you can support the home in this regard. You don't have to share this news with your family. My woman doesn't know how to cook, and do you think I? No, no, you don't have to do that. As long as she's teachable and she's willing to learn, let her learn how to cook. It's to go a long, long way, because I know as a guy you go to work and all of that, and you meet someone who can actually cover up in the kitchen, of course, which is one of her duties, and I'm not disputing that. So that is why I said if she's teachable, let her learn how to cook before you guys get married. It's an issue that can be resolved. It's not a big deal, trust me. It's not a big deal. So since you love her, go ahead, let her know how to cook, teach and pay for her to learn how to cook, and then go ahead with the marriage. It's not a problem. The fourth question here. I am married to a wonderful woman, although we currently are facing a tough time in our marriage over an issue I can't disclose. Although this issue is a huge fault from her end, but letting go has been very difficult. In all of this, a female friend of mine told me she's interested in me and wouldn't mind the relationship, even when she knows I'm married. Interestingly, we work in the same office and we see each other all the time. Should I keep this a secret from my wife and resolve it myself, or what should I do? Or what should I do? Hmm. I want to give this illustration. Um, Marriage is a union between a man and a woman, right? And then when you come together in this holy matrimony, you are shielded by like a wall of cover, like a covering rather, around your marriage to protect your marriage from those people that want to put what asunder, like the devil and some of his instruments. Okay, so the moment you both start having issues that are unresolvable, you're not ready to let go, you're not ready to forgive, you're not ready to move on and sit down to resolve matters, no matter how difficult they are, then there begins to be this crack in the wall. There begins to be a crack in the wall. It means you're beginning to let the devil have access into your marriage. You're beginning to give the devil room to, come into your home and have a say. This situation you just illustrated here shows that the devil now has you this time. There is something he wants to steal from your home, either the joy, either someone's health, either your finances. He just wants to destroy your marriage. He wants to destroy your family. And trust me, you don't want to give him room to do that. You don't want to give him the room to do that. Our advice, you sit your wife down. The first thing is to start from the Genesis. Sit her down. If you cannot do it by yourself, if you can call a respected elder in the family, do so. If you don't want elders to be involved, you can go to a therapist. But the first thing to do is to resolve the issue from Genesis before you now go to Revelation. So the Genesis is resolve the issue. Forgive your wife. Let's go. Is it easy? No. Do you still love her? If you do, then you should be ready to tackle any issue together. What if you were the one who did that wrong to her? Would you be happy to see that she hasn't forgiven you, that she's still throwing tantrums, she's still disregarding you in some ways, she's still bringing up the issue? Would you be happy if this table was reversed and you are the one who offended her? Say, trust me, she may have been the one to offend you this time in a way you don't like it, Abby. I'm not saying that whatever she did is good because I don't know what it is, but I'm not saying it is good. But don't forget, now this life in a day together is not a 2 year relationship or marriage. It is not 10 years, it's not 50 years. It can be 100 years. Who knows? Are you trying to say that in all these years to come, you will never offend her in a way that will require her forgiveness? Are you trying to say you are Mr. Perfect and you will never do anything wrong enough for her to not want to forgive you? Me, you know, you shall tell me you beg me, she don't forgive you. So the best thing to do for a marriage to work is that there have to be the spirit of forgiveness and let it go dwelling in that heart of yours. It has to be in your home. It has to be in your heart. That my wife will definitely offend me. I must be willing to forgive. Will it be easy? No. Forgiving people is not easy, but then you need to take the steps that will lead to forgiving and letting go. And if you cannot do it by yourself, seek help. Seeking help is not a wrong thing to do. So, first of all, resolve the issue with your wife, right? Now, about your colleague, mama is just an instrument the devil is willing to bring into your family to put asunder. And if you are ready to scatter your home, please, my brother, accept her into your heart as your lawfully dedicated side chick. Oh my God. So, trust me, you don't want to do that. I know you know the right thing to do. But then your question is, should I inform my wife about it? Yes, you should. But is your wife the type that yes, things like that and accept it without bringing up a huge fight? Because what if she's the type that will say, oh, because I offended you now. Okay, so you now want to start cheating on me. Why are you not telling me that she's the one interested in you? Abi, you are the one even interested. Why are you not telling me if you're not interested? Why are you not telling me if you know you don't want something to do with that? Why are you not telling me if you don't... Hey, see, if you know she's that type, my brother, now you know who you marry. So if you know she's that type, maintain your lane. Keep it to yourself. But you need to take drastic steps to prevent this lady from intruding into your home and causing chaos. Because that is her aim. She's just an instrument the devil wants to use. Don't fall into it. You know, now that you're fighting with your wife, it will be as if she's the angel sent from above. So if your wife probably does something wrong today and you run to her, she'll say, oh my baby, she'll rub your head. I'm always here for you, to take care of you, to give you everything, to be the peace of mind you require. I'm here for you, to serve you just the way you want it. Do you get? They are very good at being the angel you need at every point in time. But trust me, don't start what you can't finish. This will ruin your home. So you need to resolve this as soon as yesterday. You need to resolve this issue. Clear her straight. Never to repeat that nonsense interest in you. Don't be doing, I'm happy that you are interested in me and you are just professing it is not wrong. Uncle, clear her. Because if she is married, she no go make another woman put sansan for her garri. Clear her straight. Be shun her straight. Make she go stay alone. Do you understand? That way she won't even try rubbish with you again. Some ladies are stubborn, and like I said, they are instruments of the devil indeed. She wants to keep persuading, but Claire, you can even take drastic step to go and report her to her boss that she's sexually harassing you. That she should clear off your way when she sees you. Else she report her to the higher boss that will sack her. So make she maintain her lane. Do you understand? Take drastic steps because this is trouble preparing itself to come into your home. Alright? The last question for today. But before I go into this question, I hope you've been able to learn a thing or two from, the answers I've been giving so far. You can as well share your comments on some of these questions and, advise these people. What should they do in all of these situations that I've mentioned thus far? What should they do? How should they handle situations like this? And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you're missing. Yeah, you're missing big time. Yeah, so please subscribe to my channel so that you can, get to hear questions like this, get to hear gist of relationship and marriage, and get to give your own support, get to give your own advice, get to give your own comments on these things, and even share with people are facing related situations. Do you understand? Our last question for today. My mother-in-law just comes to my house unannounced. Her stay can be up to a week at times, and my husband doesn't see anything wrong with it. When she comes, it's not always easy on my path because she's very demanding. I get back from work exhausted and have to attend to all I need as well. And you know how it can be. Pleasing her isn't easy as well, and I'm getting extremely fed up. I really don't want to disrespect her in any way. What can I do? Wow. Wow. Okay, so it is quite sad that your husband doesn't see anything wrong with it because there is everything wrong with it. There is everything wrong with this. And I feel this is one of those questions we need to resolve during courtship before marriage. Would you be okay if my parents just show up at the house unannounced and just want to stay over and all of that? Would you be okay? These are the questions. These are one of the questions to resolve during courtship because you need to know your man's stand on something like this. You need to know your woman's stand on something like this. It is very important, and sometimes it brings issues in marriage. Trust me, it does. So you need to know your stand, the stand of your partner on situations like this. It is extremely wrong for your mother-in-law to show up at your house unannounced. The funniest part is if her mother-in-law did that to her in her own time, she wouldn't have also, smiled at it. But trust our mother-in-laws, they can be funny at times. My son's house, I can come whenever I want. You're his wife and his mother. I have a better place in his heart than you do. This. While I know they finish. While I know they finish, oh. But yes, like you said, you do not want to disrespect her. So your husband is still the best person to talk to her. Because if you go talk by yourself, say, Mama, can I sit you down? Can I talk to you? My sister. Now while I find there's a way her son will talk to her. She will listen. Even if her son abuse herself, she go take her like that. Than you, that is a wife. You won't go sit down, even if you don't insult her one thing, trust me, everything you have said is just going to be an insult to her, a form of disrespect, and she will now start reporting it to your husband or to her people. Hey, your wife don't get respect, she don't get regard. How can she be talking to me? Blah, 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 blah. She is even saying you should not come to your house. Your wife is saying they should not come to your house. Imagine the woman you married pursuing your mother from your house, the woman that gave you breast to suck, the woman that carried you for them. Trust me, you don't want her doing that. You do not want that drama. And no guy would be able to side you over his mom. Even he can't side his mom over you, can't side you over his mom. In fact, it's both ways. And at the end of the day, you really don't start apologizing. Me, I know they like to do something when at the end of the day, and me go when they apologize. You know what elders? They will soon tell you are the one that is wrong, so you should go and apologize to her, and even when you did not do anything wrong. So you don't want to start those drama. You don't want to do it. So her son is the best person to speak to his mom. So talk to him calmly, explain how things are with you when she's around unannounced. That you're not saying she shouldn't come, but her visit should be announced and should not be too, constant. Should be regulated, and there should be an announcement that at least she should call to inform you of her coming, so you can mentally be prepared and prepare for her coming in every aspect. You need to be prepared for her. Do you understand? So he's the best person, and if he's not willing to listen to you, even after you speak to him in this sweet way, in this calm way, in this polite way, in this respectful way, you can actually involve your pastor, a trusted pastor, or a elder in the family, like a man, who will also sit him down and can tell him the truth. Do you understand? So try to involve other people that you know are trustworthy and properly handle the situation to talk to him, because he's in the best position to talk to his mom. Do you understand? So that is the best thing to do. So viewers, if you have more comments on these five questions that are answered today. If you have more things to say about it, you can just do that in the comment section, and the owner of these questions will definitely see your advice. Thank you for watching today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share to people who have related situations so that they can also learn from this. I love you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you in the next episode of Let's Gist with D. Bye for now.
Let's gist with D.